Hey Nimtags and welcome. This is Ash from HealMyTech, helping you go from newbie to techie. I apologize, but today I can't do a PC video, but we're going to do this very quick tutorial on how to create a YouTube thumbnail without needing any application like Adobe Photoshop or Gimp. And we're going to do it using online tools. For example, today we're going to pick Pixlr. So let me go to my screen and webcam and open up your browser, and you want to type in Pixlr, Pixlr, and it's called Pixlr Editor, and it should be pixlr.com editor. This is not sponsored, by the way. Okay, now go on it, and there will be an ad blocker. If you've got ad blocker installed and asking you to whitelist it, go ahead and whitelist them if you choose to. I'm just going to cancel this for now. And what you want to do is create a new image, and by default it will give you an 800 by 600 preset, and you can change it down here. For example, you can use 1920 by 1080 if you wish, and as long as your image total size is no bigger than 2 megabytes, it should be fine. Or you can go on the preset, click on that, and select a 1280 by 720, which is the movie 720p. And it will give you the dimension for your pixels, which is 1280 by 720, which is again very fine as well. But make sure you select on transparent, and you want to give a title if you want, YouTube thumbnail. Okay, and click on OK. Now transparent will give you the checkered background, which is great for transparent stuff and for PNG. Now we're going to look for a background. So I want a background which is bright and yellow, so I'm going to type in background the same size of our picture, which is going to be 1280 by 720 HD yellow. Type in anything you want. Let's see what comes up, and we're going to select anything. A lot of people select this kind of stuff, which is fine, no problem. I'm going to choose something different, maybe this one, and it's already 1280 by 720, so we won't have to resize. So go ahead and right click and save it as whatever you want, call it, and place it wherever you want. I'm going to put in pictures, and I've already downloaded this before, so I can just double click on that and save, and that's fine. Yeah, just replace it, which is fine. Okay, now go back to your online Pixlr editor, and what you want to do now is go to File and open the image here, and go to the location of your file that you've downloaded, which is this one. Double click on it, and we've got that. Now you need to use the select tool, which is upper left here on, it's called move tool, the move tool. You can also press V on your keyboard and it will select it, or just click on here. So we've got now two different images. So what we want to do is copy the background onto the checkered background to create layers. So select your new image for the background. Do Control A on your keyboard, and that will select the whole image. Now Control C will copy it. Now click on the checkered background and press down Control and V to paste it. Now if your image is the same size as your canvas, you won't have to do any resizing or any moving. But suppose it was bigger, so you could as long as you've selected the move tool, you could move it around, click and drag it, right? Or if you need to resize it, then you would need to go to edit and free transform, and then you hold down shift in one of the corners and kind of resize it. But we won't need to do this because the image was perfect. So I'm going to undo all of this. I'm going to say Control Z, which it didn't work. Let me just do Control Z and then Control Z, and we're back to the original image. Now let's go find some PNG image like a YouTube logo. So we're gonna go here, type in YouTube logo HD PNG, for example. Let's click, see what we get. And again, you want to select a PNG version. Let's check this one. That's a good example. Okay, we're gonna right click on it and save image as YouTube logo, YouTube PNG 16, whatever it is, call it that. Do bear in mind this is now 2136 by 780, so it's going to be bigger, but I'm going to show you how to resize it. Go back to your online Pixlr editor, and again go File, open image, and we're going to select it, which is this one. Now by default right now this image is much bigger than our canvas, and you may see here it's 2136 by 780. But first, let's do one thing. We've got a TM on the side here, so we want to erase this. So go to the left and select the eraser tool, or you can just press E on your keyboard, right? And then you have the eraser button. Just press down on your left mouse key and just erase it. There you go. Make sure you're not erasing the YouTube part of it, just the TM. And well, that's done. And now what you also want to do is we're going to resize. Let me just show you. If we just drag this, if I press Ctrl A on here, which is selected, now Ctrl C to copy, and then if I bring my mouse onto the image, don't forget to select the move tool. If I bring the image on here by Ctrl V, it's way too big. Okay. There's two ways of doing this. I'm going to show you both ways. Now what it is an image, so you could potentially go to edit, free transform, but the problem is that you have to kind of adjust it. You can press down shift here and kind of keep adjusting however you want, which is fine to do. It's no problem. You can do that as well. The other way you could do would be to, on the image, before you bring it over, you can go to, as long as you selected it, you can go to image and you go to image size, and then you can resize it to whatever you want. Make sure you leave these constraint proportions as it is, and you can resize down to whatever you want. Okay, and this will change it, and it will make it smaller, and then you can do the same thing. For example, Control A here, select it, Control C, and then put here Control V. Right, they both do the same function, so I'm going to leave it as that for now. Let's just put it here for argument's sake, and we're done. Now if you can see on your right here, you've got various layers being created. We had the transparent layer, the background, and then this one. So I'm going to just click on the transparent layer, and I'm going to move it down just to have some sort of order. So I know that this first top layer is the most recent one. You can here rename it by I don't know how you can rename it. Can you rename this? Probably yes. You can double click on it and you can rename it. For example, check for checkered, and then this you can rename yellow, and then this one you can rename it YouTube. I would advise to do this if you're doing more complicated stuff, because you might get confused. In this way it's a lot easier to follow what you're doing. Right, let's go back to our image. Now we're going to add some text, and the way to do this is to go to the little type tool here, or you can type press T on your keyboard, and here click anywhere where you want the text to appear. Now what you want to do is type anything. I'm going to say make, M-A-K-E in capital, but as you can see, the default is going to give you like Verdana size 30. We want to change this. So first of all, let's go to color, and I'm going to select white for now. Press OK. Then what you want to do not use like crappy fonts, guys. Try to use a cool font. You can go online like DA fonts and download some cool fonts, but I'm going to use something called the bold font, which is alright. It's not the best, but it'll do. At least it's not very boring. What is it? The bold font. And I also want it as bold, and then you're going to increase the size to whatever you want. Okay, let's make it here kind of exaggerated, and then we'll change it later. Press OK. Now press the select tool, or the move tool, sorry, V. Now what we want to do is give it some definition. So you can go to the right and click on this layer style here, and then we can give it some effects, like maybe some drop shadow, and that makes it pop out a bit more. And then you can give it anything you want, like maybe bezel. If you double click on it, there's various things you can do to change the angle, opacity, color, whatever you do. That's up to you to figure out. I'm going to leave it as simple as this for now, and click on OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a copy of this. So I'm going to go to the right on the make, and then right click, make duplicate layer. It's a duplicate layer, so I'm going to click on it and drag it down here. Right, now I'm going to go back to the first make. So go to your right and select the make. So now we've got make and make copies, and I know which one is which. And I'm going to go, I want to now transform this. We're going to go and right click on make, and we're going to click on rasterize layer. now it's turned the font, the text, into a picture, and now we can treat it as another image to transform it. So I want to give it some kind of inclination, okay, like an angled stuff. What I want to do is go to edit, click on free transform, and then I'm going to go to the upper corner. There's this little semicircle up here. I'm just going to give it some sort of angle and move it maybe like that, maybe a bit more. And if it doesn't fit, so all I'm going to do is hold down shift, go to one of the corners, and then kind of resize it and reposition however I want, resize it a bit more, and just kind of manipulate as much as you can until it fits where you want it to fit. Okay, so I'm going to kind of leave it there, maybe a little bit less. There you go. That'll do for now. Maybe, okay, that'll do for now. We can change it later, and press down enter, and it creates the image. Now with our other make, I'm gonna go and select it on the layer, then go to the type tool or T on your keyboard, and go on the text and click on it, so it brings the text editor again. So now we're going to change that to, I want to call it thumbnails. Okay, I want it capital, forgot about that. Thumbnails, and bring it. Now it's a bit big, so again what we can do, press OK. I can just, as long as it's selected, thumbnail is selected, go to edit and free transform. Oh, that doesn't work. I forgot, because this is not an image. So to make an image, I'm going to right click and rasterize it. Now it's an image. Can go back to edit and free transform, and hold down shift, and maybe make it a bit smaller, a bit bigger. There we go. It's too big. Make YouTube thumbnails. Place it here, press enter. Now I want to make it longer or taller, so again, edit, free transform. This time I'm not going to press down shift, and this is what happens. And that should do, and press enter. Okay, so there you go. That's pretty simple. Now all is left to do is to go on file, and you want to save. You can name it something. Make sure it's on JPEG, good for most photos. The quality is right now at 80. Drag the slider all the way to 100, and once you're happy with it, you click OK, and you can save it wherever you want. We're going to YouTube thumbnail new, still on caps, new, oops, can't write, and voila. So there you go. Now you've got a YouTube thumbnail. So let me exit my stuff. We go back to webcam, guys. So that was it. Hopefully you have benefited from it. You can use any online tool to do this, but if you guys are interested to find out a bit more about thumbnails, I can teach you from a couple of other applications. And you may not know, you can still get Adobe Photoshop CS2 version both on Windows and Mac for free, and I do use it sometimes. If you want a tutorial on this, you won't need to use any online tool, which means you can create a thumbnail anytime without an internet connection. So that was it today, guys. I do apologize, this was very rushed because I wasn't able to make our PC one PC to rule them all challenge series video, which is also why this video is in one take and I'm in a hurry to go somewhere. It's late night time. Really apologize about this, but hopefully tomorrow we're back on track with the one PC to rule them all challenge series. I'm going to try to put a link up there for you to follow with that. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Also, if there's any Amazon affiliate links below, please use them. It will help out the channel. And go and check out these videos up there and the series maybe down here if I can put them to benefit more on troubleshooting a computer series. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was Ash from HealMyTech, helping you go from newbie to techie. Until next time, peace out.